After we make the roses, we're going to show you how to make the leaves now. The leaves are also very, very simple to make. We have a couple of options. The first one is to make a large bag with a leaf tip in it. If you're not making lots and lots of leaves, it doesn't pay to make a large bag and use a leaf tip because you're only going to make a few. If you're making many, many cakes, you might want to do that. So another option is to just take a piece of paper and to make a small little leaf bag with it. Now, to make this into a leaf bag, we're going to do it the same way that we were doing to make a writer, to write on something. That's going to be the next video. So this technique here, to fold the paper, is going to be used for both the writing and for the leaf bag. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut your paper either into a rectangle or a triangle. I prefer a rectangle. It's a little bit easier for me that I don't have to make another cut into a triangle. We did do this in class. I did want to review it though. Always remembering that the tip of the writer is going to be right up at the top here. If you can envision where the tip of the writer is, it'll be much easier for you to do this. I also want to remind you not to wrinkle the paper. You can see there are no wrinkles in it, and we're going to make it much easier for us to roll it if there are no wrinkles in it. So, tip is here. We're going to take this upper corner here. I'll grab it with the back of my hand. My hand is facing me, and I'm simply going to roll to where the tip would be. So I'll show you that again. I'm going to put the back of my hand up to the corner of the paper, and I'm going to roll where the tip would be. From there, I'm going to grab this other upper left corner here, and I'm going to go around, and then once I have the basic cone shape, if I move back and forth, I will have a paper writer. Okay? That's how we make our writer. I'll do it one last time. You're going to take a piece of paper, rectangular or triangular. You're going to roll it, take this other corner up here, and just bring it around. And then move our hand back and forth until the tip is like that. And from there, I'm going to gently hold the bag from the tip, and then I can fill it. Alright, so we have our paper bag. We have some green icing. Since it's already in this bag, I'm just going to squeeze it right out of there. If you didn't have it in a bag, of course, you would just pop it right in there with a spoon or something else. We're going to close this up so that the icing doesn't come back out as we're squeezing, right? If we squeeze the bag, it's going to want to come up to the top. So we're going to close this down, and our hand is always going to be pressing down like this as we are squeezing the bag. Now, to make a writer, we would just make a quick tip by snipping it like this. From here, we can start writing using our right hand as squeezing, our left hand as the guide. Keep in mind, most cakes are not going to be much larger than this turntable, 7, 8, or 9 inches in diameter. So you don't want to take up the whole cake, especially if you have a long word to write, like congratulations on your graduation, Matthew. You don't want to run out of room when you're on the end. So something like this is something you'd want to practice beforehand and not after. Very often the first letter should be a bit exaggerated. Also, if you are not current with your script, or cursive as people like to call it, you might want to take a look on Microsoft Word and practice on top of a template. So that's, in my opinion, the easiest way to practice. Get a piece of paper, type something on Microsoft Word, and from there you can put a piece of saran wrap on it. You want it to be centered in the cake. I did leave a little room over here because, of course, that is where we are going to put our flowers once the cake is done. I would start putting my flowers here and then arranging them accordingly. Okay, so writing, we have our paper bag. We cut off that little bit of the tip from the bag, and it comes out. Once it's nice and smooth, as you can see like that, we're ready to write. If it comes out all jaggedy, like if you hit the bottom of it and it comes out all curly-Q, see how that's starting to curl when it starts to come out? Of course it's not now. But if it comes out all jaggedy, which it's not playing nice. There we go. See how that curl? So we want to avoid that. So we're going to straighten out that until it comes out nice. And from there we will practice our writing. One last touch, I may have gone out of order, I just wanted to show you since I'm using the same bag. When we're making the leaves, we can, as I mentioned before, use a leaf bag, or the other option is to just make a V-shaped cut on our writer bag. So I just make one cut there, I turn it around, and I make another cut the opposite direction. Once you have that V shape, it is going to make what appears to be a leaf very simply and very easily just by squeezing out the green icing. Again, this can be accomplished through gum paste, but if you're talking in terms of speed, ease, and cost, my opinion is icing roses definitely have a place and very often are the answer for making something that's really nice. I could add other colors to this and so on and so forth. So, to recap, we are going to have everyone practice making their roses. We are going to practice making a writer, and if you would like to make leaves as well. That is going to be the first thing that you're doing. You're going to be doing it over the course of a week because you're going to need that much time to possibly make the icing and to figure out how to get the paper just right. The paper, I should mention, is parchment paper. You can use other types of paper, wax paper, you can even use loose leaf, but not in a professional place. If you don't have parchment paper at your home and you can go out to the supermarket and buy that, do that. From there, you're going to be practicing again your writing, you're going to be practicing your rose making, and if you want to make the leaf. From there, we're going to work backwards about assembling the cake and making the cake, but this is this week's first assignment. You guys have my email. If you have any problems, feel free to shoot me an email and let me know if you're having any issues or if I can help you in any way. Okay? Thank you. I failed to mention in the last part, also we're going to be practicing our borders this week. Okay? So we're going to take our icing border bag and we'll be practicing our borders as well as our flowers and our writing.